What's up, guys? Thank you for clicking my video. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing good and everyone's back to some sort of normality, as hard as that may still be in today's current climates. So yeah, it's been a minute. I haven't really done much. I haven't really been anywhere to talk about. The last thing big that I did was Colchester, which I've popped up a video to just talk about the experience now that it's sort of COVID era, and uploaded some photos. The animals still look amazing, and yeah, that was a separate trip. So basically not really been anywhere, not wanted to go anywhere purely because of my health. It's deteriorated somewhat recently, and if you look back at older videos, my face is a lot more slimmer. I've lost roughly about 2 stone in weight, give or take. It's about 13 kilos. People keep asking me at work, how much is that in kilos if you don't work in pounds and stones like I do. It's about 13 kilos, which is a lot of weight to drop in a very short amount of time. So I'm due to see a gastroenterologist on September the 30th to figure out what on earth is going on up in here. It's basically abdominal cramps, nausea, obviously weight loss is a big one, loss of appetite, diarrhea. So basically not having a great time right now. So everything to me outside of my local town seems very off-putting. I don't particularly want to travel anywhere. I don't particularly want to go anywhere. I certainly don't want to stay overnight anywhere. Mornings seem to be my worst time, so I definitely don't want to do any overnight stays anywhere. So Alton Towers this year for us as a family has been knocked on the head. That will not go ahead for a number of reasons. I don't want to, because it would involve an overnight stay, because we live about 4 hours away from Alton Towers, and I don't particularly want to drive that far. I don't particularly want to stay away during COVID in a hotel. I don't know how well they clean. I don't know who was there before me. I don't know if they're going to be doing any testing. So just basically Alton Towers is a no. But we've got Legoland coming up. Very excited about that. That's not too far away from me, so I'm okay with that. We've got Windsor Castle coming up as well, and also Chessington, which was booked for April but obviously got cancelled due to COVID, so they kindly moved our tickets over. And the other one is Thorpe Park, which I've never ever been to before. I've never been to Thorpe Park. I'm not a roller coaster fan, but I'm always usually up for a good day out. So hopefully we get some answers, and sort of from October onwards things start looking up for me, and I'll keep you guys posted as to what is wrong, and if I can help at least one other person, then job done. So yesterday, had my hair cut, gone quite short. It was quite long, and it was getting a little bit silly. So chop it off, get it done. I feel happier. I look a bit more like me. This is sort of what I'm used to seeing in the mirror. Short hair, tidy, neat. I like it like this. I don't like... It was crazy. So because I haven't done anything, I haven't especially ordered anything recently, being back at work, being quite busy, mumming, working, trying to maintain some sort of healthy body weight, and just live day to day really until I find out what on earth's wrong. But I did a second order from a company that I really, really like, and I found them on Instagram purely because I follow Stacey Solomon on Instagram, and she plugged this company because she'd also ordered what I've just ordered, and they were brilliant. I can't rate them highly enough. My house smells amazing. Little preview as to what I bought. They are wax melts, and here is the company, Village Wax Melts. This is a bit of a weird colour, so I don't know if you'll pick it up. All the handles are along the bottom. It's literally www.villagewaxmelts.com. And these guys are awesome. You forget your... What are those candles? What are the candles? Forget your candles that smell generic. These guys are where it's at, and they are way, way cheaper than the candles. I can't remember the brand name. But they've upped their game a little bit since they're getting more orders from people staying at home and wanting their houses to smell amazing. So their packaging, let's start with that, used to be a little bag like this with a sticker, which is lovely, and then a sticker on the back that tells you what's inside. So this smells like Eternity by Calvin Klein, and the ingredients, basically what's inside this wax melt. So that was it. I mean, that's fine, you know, they're just wax melts. It's not like I'm going to eat them. This is what they come up with now. I mean, come on now. It's recyclable as well, before you start going, oh my god, the plastic is more. These are recyclable, and it says on the back, please wash them out and recycle, so don't go moaning. But this is something else. This is next level, and I love this card that comes inside, and it's literally just an open sleeve, and there's your card. Now this one smells like blue slush puppy, so I'm guessing like a raspberry slush puppy, which is my favourite flavour. And the good thing about these is sort of where the heart indents, you can snap it in half, and you've got 6 rather than just 3. And that to me is genius. And they made them that way so that you can snap them in half and use them for longer than just one full wax melt. Now, this one, yeah, is blue slushy. It goes into, I don't know if you guys are familiar with this concept. You put your tea light in here and your wax melt in the top. Now this one smells like Alien, which is my favourite perfume ever. By Thierry Mugler, him. And this one is just from Asda. This was only $4.99. But they do, you can pay up to 30 quid if you want a really fancy oil burn. So you can put oil in it as well. But I like my waxes, especially now I found this company. So we bought blue slushes. What they tend to do, or what I found out when I did an order back during furlough, probably like April time, I ordered maybe 3 or 4 packs as well, is that they tend to do sales at the end of seasons. So this lot I just bought here are like summer scents. So they're getting rid of their summer scents, making way for autumn scents. Things like cinnamon and more kind of wintry smells and things like that. And getting rid of the things that kind of smell a bit suntan lotiony. So blue slushy, I guess, is blue slush puppies, which is what we would drink in the summer. These smell absolutely gorgeous, so much so I'd never smelt them before, but I like the idea so much. I bought 2 packs because, you know, I'm happy for my house to smell like blue slushy any time of the year. This one is passion fruit martini. Now I bought 6 packets. This one by far has to be the best smelling. I literally want to drink it. It smells absolutely gorgeous. And this in my house, my new house that I moved into with my girlfriend, is gonna smell divine. So yeah, you get 3 in every order, and these were down to like $1.95, and they're normally only $2.95 for 3 anyway. So even if you choose to get products that aren't on sale, you're still getting an absolute steal, and they're handmade. They do come in roughly about 2 weeks because they're sort of, yeah, they're handmade, and they're sent out to you by a small family business. But just wait, it doesn't take long. You're talking between 7 to 10 days, I'd say, roughly, to get your order, which is fine. I mean, I've still got leftover stock from my last order anyway, so I'm not in any rush. But now that they're here, I just want to burn all of them and smell them, and this house will smell very confusing. But I love a nice smelling house, don't you? When you walk into a house, the first thing you notice, if someone's got a pet and it stinks of dog, you're like, ugh. But if someone's got something burning, you're like, what is that smell? That's going to be my house. This one is Tropical Hawaiian Sun Cream. I've never used Tropical Hawaiian because I need like factor 100. I burn like an absolute muffin. And if it smells like this and they do a factor 50, I'm all over it. This smells very, very good. Coconutty, tropically, something you know, takes you to Spain or Corfu or wherever you want to go on your holidays when there's no global pandemic, you know. Exotic Escape. So I don't know if this is meant to be a perfume or if this is just meant to be a take on what they think an exotic escape smells like. I'm sensing it might smell a bit fruity. Oh, I expected it to be a little bit more like suntan lotion. It kind of smells a little bit more like laundry detergent in a nice way. But still, 3 of those. Exotic Escape. Okay, I'm down with that. And the last one, because I bought 2 slushies, so that's where the number comes from. Bamboo. Just there. Bamboo. Bamboo? Bamboo. Well, that's good. I like that one too. I'm really happy with all of these smells and the fact that you can split them straight down the middle, and that's all this one is half. And, you know, we put that in about a week ago and it still smells just as strong as it did the first day. So the only cost now is tea lights, because you go through a lot. I go through a lot of tea lights. The ones I keep buying are only lasting me 3-hour burn at a time, and I want my candle on for like 6+ hours if we're just in milling about the house doing whatever. So tea lights If anybody knows where to get like 1,000 tea lights for £3, let me know. But they do loads of stuff. They do sponges as well. If you're going away, they do a travel size sponge that sort of lasts for about a month, so I've read. It just keeps foaming, and they have different smells as well. And they do bigger sponges as well if you just want them for your home. I've not invested in one of those yet. I am probably going to next order. The other thing they do, in a squeegee bottle. So that's the wax, but it's a squeezy. Yeah, they've released 5 new scents of this one, the squeezy type. But this one smells like, it's just called Susan Fresh, in aid of our lovely Stacey Solomon. She moans a lot about the Susans of the world that are constantly giving you their opinion, whether you've asked for it or not. Mostly they're called Susan. So they called this Susan Fresh, I think, in honour of our lovely Stacey. Yeah, you just give it a shake and then you squirt in straight into your bowl. A little bit, I don't know, a couple of squeezes till it covers the bottom. And again, it doesn't last as long, and they have even said that on their website. It doesn't last as long as the wax melts because it's more condensed. So, but it still lasts. She's still talking about 2 weeks burn. And then I guess, I don't know what you really do. I guess you can take it out. It's still pliable because my candle just went out because it's been on for about 3 hours. And I guess you just scoop it out if you want a new smell. And I don't know whether you throw this or whether you keep it for, I mean, it's still really strong. So I guess you keep it and reburn it another day. So that's them, Village Wax Melts. Hook them up, give them a shout out. They are a small family run business. They are lovely, lovely, lovely. They're on Instagram, they're on Facebook. Let me have a look. They're on Instagram and they are on Facebook. And they love to hear from you. So hashtag Village Wax Melts, which I will do right now. We'll take a picture of all my loot, pop it up with a link to this video so they can see the review that I'm giving, and hopefully get some hits on the old channel. And yeah, just go send them some love. Do a little order, see what you think, let me know. Pop it in the comments. And that's it. That's the review for this time. 600 followers on TikTok. Amazing. If you follow me on there as well as here, thank you, thank you, thank you. I never thought when I started out doing stupid TikToks at the beginning of furlough that it would get to 600. So pretty epically surprised by that, and just continue hopefully to grow and grow and grow and get a few more, and hopefully one day do lives, because that seems pretty cool to talk to people and just react instantaneously, because I've always got 10 minutes or so a day to log on and do lives and stuff and talk to people, which would be awesome. Yeah, we're all settled in our house. Everything is unpacked, everything is unboxed and put away where it should be. If anybody wants a little house tour, let me know. I don't ever do them because I don't have enough followers and nobody cares. But if y'all do, let me know. Aside from that, stay healthy, stay well. Please, 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 if you are not exempt, and I mean seriously exempt from wearing a mask, please wear one. Please, because our numbers will just continue to spike and we will be back in square one and we will back on lockdown, and nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. And we won't adhere to a second one as well as we did to the first, I don't think. Because I know who lives in this country, and knowing how many people rock up at my job without a mask on, hold their hands up and tell me they're exempt when they're not, or at least they can't prove it. And yeah, it's grating a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm trying to save myself. I now live with my girlfriend, who I also want to keep safe, and also my 3-year-old child. If it's true that children are now starting to become susceptible to this, I don't want my 3.5-year-old getting it. So it's very important to me that you pop a mask on your face to save yourself and save me and save others. So please, please, please wash your hands, wear your masks, and maintain social distancing. Those are the 3 things that we are being preached about right now, and I can't stress how important it is that we do them so that we can continue to do days out, still go out to our friends' houses, and still continue to meet family and friends, because God forbid we have a second, we will not survive this pandemic. All of it will just plummet. Everything. I won't be able to afford to rent anymore because I'll probably be out of a job, and nurseries and schools will shut again, and it's upsetting our children and it's upsetting the flow of life. So please, please, please adhere to what the government are telling us to do. Aside from that, stay safe, keep well, and I will speak to you soon.